Good morning, everyone. I am Mayank, and this is a demonstration video for task 2.2p connecting to backend. So, in this task, we were required to set up the postman to save the entries as done with the endpoints. So, firstly, for setting up an postman, we need to set up an environment. So, an environment is a collection of key value pairs representing variables like URL, API keys, authentication tokens. They allow for consistent configuration across different environments such as development, testing, and production. User define variables once and reuse them across requests within a collection. Environments provide a flexibility and organization, enabling easy management of environment specific settings without modifying individual requests. So, this was my code. This is same as we have done in task 2.1p. This is the same code, and it is also demonstrated in that previous video. So now let's run this code. So firstly, this we will copy this. We don't need to copy this link because in Postman I have set up my collection as SIT331. So for setting up a collection, firstly you need to go to new and set up any collection name. Give it a collection name. Then you need to set up the environment. So you need to go for new environment, then set up its environment name. When then similar window will open. So in environment, you need to set up different variables which will point out to their particular value. For example, uh, the URL which we are working is basically uh, HTTP localhost 5080. So we will set up we will make one variable for this variable for this value localhost and one variable for this port. So this is the same for this. So we have named one variable as API hyphen localhost. So this will uh, point out to the our value which is localhost, and then we set up a port for our application, that is port number 2. These are two ports. This one is for another task and this is for our connected to backend task. So this is the port number 2. So this port we will denote to 5080. Now after this we will save this and we will run our collections, our commands. So the first command which we need to run is the test command. So when we use any command, so firstly this will be the link, and here this is the API host, this is the variable which is pointing to localhost and is from our environment, and then the second variable is the port 2 which is 5, which is denoted to 5080. Then now let's run this. So when we send this, when you run this one, this is the output for this hello robot. So after running this, we will save this particular request. Like when you click on save as, then we need to give it a particular name and select its workspace. For this I have made my collection name. The workspace is basically the collection name. So for this the collection name is SIT331. Then click on save. This will be saved. Then similarly we will save our multiple collections, and like for example this one is our next command. So this one is the function for using the robot commands. When we send this will return us the particular values like all the commands, left, right, place and move. Then we have another endpoint which is move command. when we move this when we run this particular endpoint, this is the output. It will return the move command. And then is another endpoint which is named as read command. So this endpoint is used to read the fetch any particular command, to read any command, read the details of any command. So for example, to read any command with any particular ID, like for example ID number 2, when we send this, it will return the particular command from the list placed at this ID. Then we have the post endpoint. So in post, we need to give any particular name to our command. Like if I give here and change this one, it will be updated here. And we have the put command. So this is the put command. Here we basically update any particular command given on that particular ID number. So when we send this, it will generate the response as the new name of command. Then is another get request for reading the robot map. This one is the get request for reading robot map. When you send this, it will return the details related to the map, like size 0 and a square force. So then we then there is another one to update the robot map size. So this command will this endpoint is used for updating the size of map. So in this endpoint we will define any variable as size, and when we click on send, this will update the size of our map. As you can see, it is updated. And there is another endpoint which is need coordinate. So this is used for checking that is this coordinate valid for that map or not. So let's check this 0 0. So it returns true that this and this set of coordinate is valid for this our map. Then we have another get, the last and final get request, which is intentional error. So this is not a provided endpoint, but this is an error because we have not defined this intentional error endpoint in our code, and when we send this, it will not return anything and the status will be 404 not found. So these are the all these endpoints and all these requests are saved in this particular collection, and after saving this we need to run this collection by click on run collection and then click on generate test, then click on export this particular collection. So after clicking on this, all these collections are saved in our windows where this particular code is saved. So let me show you by opening that. So it is saved in this same folder. For example, this is the collection file, and as you can see, this one is the collection notation file, and similarly this is the test run.json file, as you can see. So this was all about the connecting to backend task. Thank you for watching this video.